Good evening. My name is Zubani Matangkoy, and this is my report about the informationalism of globalism. So, globalism is tied to the notion of networks. For Custos 2000, networks constitute the fundamental patterns of life of all kinds of life. So, it was previously mentioned that in present and even in the past that the world is connected. The difference between globalism and globalization is the speed of thickness and intensity of connections. Nevertheless, people are connected with one another, whether a small community or a large country. The question now is about type of communication that exists and begins to increase the contemporary world. The answer lies on the growth of information as the binding force among the people, things, and places around the globe. This technological paradigm associated with computer science and modern telecommunication that replaced industrialism is called informationalism. As the cast 2004, these are technology, media, and the internet. This is not to say that we do not need to produce or provide the material goods, such as factories, clothes, and foods, rather exchange information and knowledge, which is clearly immaterial goods, becomes a certain in the contemporary world, the hard and negery, the 2000. This is due to the three of most cutting-edge aspects of the social world in general, globalization in particular. In the research 2015, the 134, technology, media, and the internet. The creations of the world first container ship in 1956, and expansion of air freight, the air freight generally greatly has in the transport of all goods all around the world. But a notable example of technology's advance in funding of Federal Express or FedEx in 1970s. It makes use of computer technology in deliveries. Computer technologies used to check our health through the invention of magnetic resonance imaging or MRIs and the ultrasounds, the CT or the CT scan. As a space-based technologies were also made possible through the use of computers. The research 2015, the launching of satellites and military surveillance as the use of global positioning system or GPS, as the operation of global navigation system or GNS are some remarkable examples. McLuhan and Fiore 2005 argue that the new media aids the importance lies in mediums, the way which the message is transmitted, not necessarily in the content present through the medium. This means that televisions, radios, and newspaper have been shaped individual subjectivity and culture, not only locally but globally. So Research 2015 143, in addition, the reference social theorist Guy Debord, 1994, emphasized in his idea of media spectacle of sophistications and ubiquity of spectacular visual in televisions. This made TV news forms of entertainment, although content matter in television broadcast visual as a spectacle of significance in information elements and perhaps the primary key to catch the attention of all audience. When one motions online social networking, spam and computer viruses in the internet, the birds them all. The internet is marked contemporary word according to research 2015, and the internet has prompted a flat word thesis. Anyone can be involved in it. At least theoretically, the 150. Having a computer today is our homes, our school, and our workplace is accessing the internet through the personal cell phones, allow us to be connected with the rest of the world. We can gain information by accessing different websites such as Facebook and Wikipedia through the internet. In the same manner, the information about ourselves is also exposed in the other control internet access use are mechanisms such as personal password or in a case of Chinese government, the Great Firewall. While globalization allowed expansion of information, access to modern technologies is not a universal matter that's available to every person around the world. The internet technologies has limited to certain barriers. These barriers includes lacks of electricity, illiteracy, weak financial system, and the government regulations.